Hi, Jeff Schultz. I am at the 2024 National Train Show, Day 2, Saturday. And despite the predictions of doom and gloom, it would appear we've got a pretty good train show here. Let's take a walk around.
Would be the best place to go to.
At the Bachman booth here.
That's right.
TSU. Got Katie over here. The Southern Pacific Historical and Technical Society. Rose Solutions does optics for being able to see all those little models much better as you're making them.
There's just adjustment.
Ask the MMR with Leslie Eaton. She's been doing this since 1998 or 99. She actually became an MMR in 99. The White River booth. Home of RMC, Railfan and Railroad, Model Railroad News, a whole bunch of other magazines and productions, including the NMRA magazine. It appears the Loco 5 people have slept in this morning. But if you want to do direct connect to your locomotives, that's one of the currently existing solutions.
Hey, Jeff.
Hey, Neil.
Mr. Jeff Schultz, how you doing, sir?
Pretty good, Andy. How's the senior chief doing this morning?
I'm doing all right. It's just bringing on some new members this morning, so...
HM2 for all.
Yes, sir. And Andy, same chief Andy Zimmerman.
Nice. That is actually disabled, but kicking.
The two people you never want to piss off
Yes.
is your corpsman and your dispersing clerk.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I married mine.
Or your standards and conformance manager.
Or your standards and
There
conformance.
you go. There you go. We're all connected.
There you go.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
And the grouper guy will probably be by later. If you're over the age of 65 and an American citizen eligible for Social Security, you need to be looking into grouper. Enough said. And the National Association of S-Gaugers.
S-Gaugers, 1/64th scale, model railroading.
You know, it's interesting.
3/16 to the end, to the foot. 3/16 to the foot.
Officially, you guys are a minority scale, but you never act like it because
We
you are
don't, 'cause it's
always
fun.
there, and
It's-
everybody is always, I'm an S-Gauger.
Yeah, this is all current production stuff. You've seen the layout over there.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so it's a great scale, perfect size.
And if you do like vehicles, there's a lot of them in it,
A lot
too.
of them 1/64. A lot of farm and industrial equipment and stuff that you can do. You know, it's all 1/64 scale.
Yep.
So,
So let's
perfect
see.
size.
RS11, I think.
Yep.
GP35.
Yep. All current production of American models.
Excellent. All right, onward. We got the backside of the SU. The G-scale modular layout. We will get back to that. We have Scale Trains booth here. Their newest announcements, the A44 C6M in HO scale. something like 33 variations of that locomotive.
Scott is Mike's brother.
Alright, let's make sure this is actually looking at something.
I'm going to go do my walk around. I should have done it before I opened. I want to see what's going on.
And we got Pico with large scale, N scale, HO. The Rio Grande Kraus Maffeis are in country, so if you've ordered those, you will be getting them soon. Of course, there's the light rail. It's not a light rail, it's actually like a diesel multiple unit, the Sprinters. I keep looking at that and thinking that would solve the passenger problem on my layout. One of the vendors here reads Hobby Shop in La Mesa. And we've got Intermountain Hobbies, Chris Palomares. New FMC 5283 boxcars with a late roof style. And yes, Joe says that he'll need about 10 of them in SP and cotton belt.
I'll take care of it.
He also wonders about the SD42-2.
I'll be happy to give that back to him.
That's it. And the rest area, full company. I totally get it. I do the so I need great good man right here. Yeah.
Great trains, gold trains.
Yeah. And I
Something new at N scale.
in my grain trains, I was doing units of 5. I thought it was cool.
We have 2 large vendors here this year. Spring Creek Model Trains out of Drechsler, Nebraska. And Model Train Solutions. So we're going to turn back here. This is the coach yard, whistle stop, the original whistle stop. So if you're into brass passenger, you're probably already very familiar with Fred and his products. If you're not into brass passenger, why not? As attracts the signaling system circuits,
The reason I did it this way is because I like
crossing gates, all that sort of thing.
And so it's when you turn the lights off and yo, it's still one of those
And they're also into quilts. I think somebody's hobby got out of control slightly. But they are pretty, aren't they? Alright. Here we have resourced rails,
You're in the wrong scale here.
which is generally specializes in used brass. Lende Studios, the N-scale and HO scale structures, very urban structures. So if you need skyscrapers or anything from say 1910, 1920s downtown on up, this should be someplace to take a look. Now this is very interesting. C-Bots from Cube 6.
There's a big layout in France called Mini World. It's similar to Wonderland. It's not as old, so it's not as big, but it's about the same quality. And they have a reproduction of the Côte d'Azur, the southern part of France, and they have this system.
Hi, Harry.
So many people already have like a TV. They're not using it.
So it's an HDTV with something added. I'm not sure what or how.
Yeah. Exactly. So, you know, scale water, you've even seen real water.
Maybe we should be doing this with trains.
People have been saying, you know, it'd be nice to add cars, but
You get a 70-inch screen, you can run an HO set.
the real power of having a television is you can show terrain that moves. And you know, I can think of some other examples of terrain that moves, like maybe sand dunes with the wind blowing over them and things like that. When it comes to train tracks and parking lots and, you know, highways, they're pretty stationary, so it's not an ideal fit for this. But so what I'm doing right now is I'm adding whitewater. So this is just how easy it is to set up a shoreline for your plaster model in this case. Once again, all I do is I hit run. I have all that ocean water.
Fish too, you can run.
I can have sharks and submarines.
Very clever.
But it's really easy to, just like you swap out locos on your track, I can have multiple models of boats, and I can just pick it up, drop it down.
So is there like a light sensor in the boat that's
There is,
tracking
yeah.
that?
Here, you can see the bottom of that. So this is the C-Bot propulsion module, and this is what you would buy if you want to have your own model boats. N scale, Z scale, it doesn't matter what scale or gauge, but it has light sensors on the bottom that will drive the two wheels, and is tank style steering, right?
Right.
So here you can see the propulsion module by itself without a boat on it. And that's as any model that will fit that within the empty space below it, that's you can have run on one of these systems. Yeah, with the boat hiding it from above, it's really an invisible magical effect.
And so it does not involve any physical change to the HDTV.
Not at all. In fact, we have these hooked up to computers just so we can show how easy it is to use the software. You know, it's a lot of drag and drop kind of stuff. Like I can set the length of the boats and the effects like that. But this one over here, we have it essentially running with a video player, like a DVD player. No computer involved at all. So we just have the ocean video playing on a constant loop.
Okay.
And you get the same effect. So you don't have to have a computer hooked up to your screen all the time.
So is the rocking boat effect an extra feature?
The rocking boat is a separate product. That's called the Sea Swell. And the Sea Swell it's a standalone module. This one doesn't move around the water like the other one, so it doesn't have the wheels.
Right.
But this is great for your harbors where you have a bunch of boats parked at the dock, because it adds that realism, that rocking motion. And additionally, this is a good product for people who are not ready to take the leap and put a full television into their setup, because this will work on a poured epoxy or a painted water feature. So you can see here, it's just sitting on the dock, and it has that rocking effect. So any flat surface, you can put these down and you get that rocking effect. These look great when you have, you know, a few of them kind of all together in the harbor and they're all rocking back and forth together. So,
let's see if I can get this in. That might work. We'll see.
Sure thing. Website is cubed6.com. Cubed6.com.
All right. Thank you. So, how many people have a old HD TV now sitting around because they've upgraded to an 8K or an 80-inch unit or something like that. This could be a place to put that older TV. What a wild idea.
One of the railroad magazines.
All right.
Show off any other boats? Here, let's swap out to one of those big sailing vessels.
Fine art and model railroad, or with railroad theming, and coffee. Smart people. So, vendors on the left, vendors on the right. And I overcorrect. This guy's mostly N and Z scale.
Yeah, I have got one.
Price of Z scale is getting a little absurd in my opinion. And if you want track, this guy's got it, including microengineering code 83. Okay, when I was here yesterday, there were at least 3 more Campbell's boxes sitting on top of those 2 there. I'm guessing people are finding this a very successful show. And N-scale microengineering track. Ah, Locofi is here.
Guaranteed it's got to be.
Looks like the kid back here is the one running the train. Belts and buckles. And other railroad-related curios.
What? I can't hear you.
We may need to come back to this one to see what he's got hidden in there. We've got more Z-scale here. Hi. Rokuhan Z-scale track. It's similar to Kato's Unitrack in Z-scale. And then there's on the other side is Kato's Unitrack in N-scale.
In the house, in the dining room area.
All right.
And HO is running.
That pretty much is the show.
And they